Please welcome the Mayor of Orlando, Buddy Dyer.
Good morning, Florida Democrats. Anybody stay out late last night? But up early this morning? All right. It's my pleasure to welcome all of my fellow Democrats to Orlando. And our moniker here is the City Beautiful. But I like another moniker that we have just as much, Orlando, the city that helped deliver the I-4 corridor for the president in 2008. We're going to do it again in 2012. I want to thank our party chairman and my good friend Rod Smith for the invitation to speak here this morning. I think we have the convention so many times here in Orlando. This is the 7th time I've given the welcome, so I certainly appreciate that. And I especially want to thank Rod and the whole party for honoring 3 legendary Florida Democratic leaders last night: Governor Ruben Askew, Attorney General Janet Reno, and Charlie Whitehead, who's kind of the godfather of our party. I want to thank each of you for your commitment to the Florida Democratic Party and everything we stand for. I'm going to start with a little bit of a downer. I'm going to start with a quote that appeared in a Miami newspaper on Wednesday, November 3rd, 2010. The Florida Democratic Party has nearly 600,000 more registered voters in the state than Republicans. Yet last night they failed miserably in delivering on a single important race. The governor candidate lost to a man who ran a company involved in the biggest Medicare fraud case in American history. Their Attorney General candidate, as sharp and competent a politician as you're going to get out of Florida, lost to a former Fox News legal analyst. Both state houses now have historically high Republican supermajorities. Less than 50% of the Democratic voters cast their ballot for their party's Senate nominee. What the hell is wrong with the Florida Democratic Party, and how can it be fixed? My fellow Democrats, that's a question we've worked on relentlessly for the last year, and it's a question that's going to define us, not just through the next election cycle, but for the very future of Florida. We've got a governor who has done more harm to the state of Florida in the last 9 months than any single man in the history of the state of Florida. Now, I'm extremely proud of the work the Florida Democratic Party has done in the interim. A lot of state parties could have sat around and simply blamed the results on the president's poll ratings or blamed it on the economy and kept doing exactly what they were doing, hoping that next time there'd be different results, but not in Florida. Our state party has made sweeping changes under Rod's leadership. We've modernized our fundraising, our field operations, and our communications. We've placed a heightened emphasis on recruiting strong candidates that can win, particularly younger ones, those in the Hispanic community. We've started analyzing races across the state earlier than ever before to deliver vital party support. And we have strengthened our network of party committees in all of our 67 counties. Dee Smith has been out to the counties that haven't been active, and as Rod reported last night, we have delegates from every county in the state of Florida here today. Lorraine Osley, our candidate for CFO in the last election, didn't stop after her defeat. She's launched the Florida Values Project, which is doing research to help us connect with voters during the next election. And these changes have already brought about positive results. Where's Hillsborough County? In Tampa, Bob Buckhorn, who was the target of a campaign of attack ads by Republicans, sailed to victory on the strength of increased turnout. I know the mayor's in the house. And where's Duval? In Jacksonville, a city which has traditionally swung Republican in nearly every local and state election, Alvin Brown's victory in a mayoral race made headlines across the country. So that's a good starting point, but only a starting point. We have a long way to go if we're going to take back our legislature, win key races, and ensure that Barack Obama carries Florida next year. We have a chance to redefine what it means to be a Florida Democrat and then take that message to other Floridians. We know the importance of Florida in presidential politics. In 2008, I gave a lot of speeches and I said, winning Florida, the key is the I-4 corridor, the key to winning the I-4 corridor is winning in Orlando. As it turned out, that was absolutely true. In an election where people overwhelmingly supported a message of change, we delivered Orlando, we delivered Florida, but unfortunately, we didn't impact the majority of our local and legislative races. And in 2010, we didn't fare much better. In 2012, it ain't going to be easy because we're faced with a very difficult balancing act. On the one hand, we need to carry the flag for our president and keep Florida in his column. But on the other hand, we need to articulate that what's happening with the economy in Florida rests solely at the feet of Republicans who have controlled the legislature and the governor's mansion for 12 years. But it isn't enough just to lay blame. We've got to show our fellow Floridians that there's a better way, that we have a plan to turn Florida's economy around. We need to show our fellow Floridians that Democrats don't care about political fights. We care about finding solutions to what's hurting our citizens. And what does that mean to be a Florida Democrat? It means that we have our ideals. We believe that anybody can succeed if they work hard and play by the rules. We believe in opportunity. We believe in protecting our environment and Florida's natural resources. And we believe in being careful with our money as Florida's families are. We've got 14 months to take that message to the voters. And right now, many of Florida's registered Democrats are sitting on their hands. They're at home, they're working for their families, they're struggling every day based on the effects of the economy. And they have different things to worry about than what's going on in City Hall or in Tallahassee. We've got to re-engage them in the political process, and we've got to give them a reason to come out and vote, a reason to care about who's representing them in City Hall, in the state legislature, in the Congress, and in the White House. Friends, I'm a lifelong Florida Democrat, and I know that we can do it. I can't thank you enough for the opportunity to speak here this morning. It's truly been a pleasure. Enjoy the conference and enjoy your stay here in beautiful Orlando. Thank you very much.